your professional side, the gospel side, and stuff like that.
Oh,
Okay.
they loved it. Now
Oh,
that was the first time the gospel world loved my music.
gotcha.
I remember I got some posts now, Instagram is out and things of that nature now. So this is 2015, 2016. And so
Yeah,
I remember Dietrich Hatton was like, I don't know who this guy is, but this is awesome.
yeah,
And Erica Campbell, Tina
yeah,
Campbell, these ladies, these are people that I looked up to that are
yeah,
posting it, and it's like, I
yeah.
don't know who this kid is, but I love this. Me and my family, we played this at the barbecue, and so that's how I knew that the gospel music had finally kind of accepted what I was doing.
Was that the first time you got on radio where like you should know?
That is. Actually, it
Wow.
was the second time. First time on
Okay.
my music, but the first time was Reese.
Gotcha. Oh yeah. Can't help
Uncle
but wait.
Reese. Yeah,
Yeah.
can't help myself.
Can't myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
no, it's cool. So can't help myself was definitely the first time on radio. He had already had radio success with
Yeah.
Till I Pass Out,
Yeah.
and he needed a follow up song, and so I had that song "Can't Help Myself" for myself.
Yeah.
And he came by and he heard it. Him and his manager at the time, Focus Tario, who is
Yeah.
now my manager.
Yeah.
But
Shout out to him.
Tario heard it and he was like, "Bro, that sounds like our second single." Reese was like, "I love that song." And
Yeah.
so basically, they took the verses off, left me on the hook. I have verses for it,
Okay.
and Reese did the verses, his rap verses to it, and we went to radio with it, and it had a great success there. So that was my first introduction because it said featuring Jor'Dan Armstrong. And to be honest with you, I knew that I couldn't get it on radio.
Oh
I knew
wow.
that Reese already had radio success. I had
Yeah.
never been on the radio, and
Yeah.
so shout out to him. They left me on there and used the record. And that was also the first time I started getting publishing checks. I never was getting publishing checks from gospel music. I was getting it from the R&B side, but never
Yeah.
for gospel. And so,
Yeah.
that's when I realized not just the power of radio, but also the power of giving up something.
Wow. Wow.
I
Yeah.
had that song for 2 years on on my hard drive. You know,
Wow.
and I was able to humble myself and give the record to someone that I knew that could take it somewhere that I couldn't. And
Wow.
so he did just that, man. And honestly, that was my introduction to radio. And after that, man, I used some of those same connections. People love that song. And so when we created 52 Weeks of Summer, we came up with a record to send to radio, which is called You Should Know.
Yeah.
And it just really matched the sound of that time.
Yeah.
It was just not on gospel radio,
Yeah.
and so I
Yeah.
think it was cool because it was a song that felt like hip hop and R&B, but it was talking about God, and I think that's what really cut through to have them play it on radio. Now,
Yeah.
everybody didn't play it. Shout out to Atlanta, all of my people here in Atlanta, man. Atlanta for the gospel scene or Christian hip hop scene is kind of trendsetters.
Yeah.
So, if they play it, if it's cool to Atlanta, then, a few other stations may pick it up too. They see that Atlanta's playing it. But Atlanta really broke the record for me and also really helped launch my career. So shout out to Radio One because those people up there, Derek Harper. This is also the beginning of Willie Moore Jr. and Dwight
Yeah.
Stone, all these
Yeah.
guys who
Yeah.
knew about me, but they had to position at radio, and they were the first ones to kind of just take a stab at playing my songs.
Yeah.
So those guys really helped open the door for me at radio for sure. But yeah, 52 Weeks of Summer is 2015, and You Should Know is what got me on the radio.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
amazing, man. That's
yeah.
amazing, bro. Do you
Oh,
do you
let
oh
me say this too. I had a little bit of an issue with that record. You should know because I had a line in there, and this is when I really knew. Okay, now I can't play around. People are starting to really get to know
oh
my
my
music and know who I
desire
am.
is the place.
Yes, yes. Next thing I know, I'm getting emails from management. People are hitting us up about that line,
Wow.
and they wanted to get paid. They're like, either you're gonna pay us or take it off. So, you
Dang.
know, yeah, man. So we had to go through a situation with that. And basically, the lady who owns it, I actually thought it was Kirk Franklin, you know. So
Oh,
I was just
gotcha.
like, oh, Kirk, I'd have made Kirk mad. You know, I don't want to do that. You know, this is Kirk Franklin. I want to work with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So come to find out, it was another lady that owned the record.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, and so it was really her. And so I got a chance to talk with her, and she was just like, you know, you don't have to pay, just give me the publishing for it, and we'll just kind of work it out like that. But that also made me realize that, you know, I was really growing as an artist and people were really listening, that it made it all the way to her. Because
Yeah,
I had sampled songs and said stuff, you know, it's
yeah,
Christian music. I mean, sometimes we'll take stuff from an R&B song and put it in our
yeah,
song or
yeah.
whatever, and it's nothing, you know. And that's when I realized that, oh, you know, you're really becoming known, and this is you're professional. People are
Yeah.
listening, and the power of radio, everybody can hear it. So, you know, you can't do that. So I definitely stopped the sampling stuff when it came to that. For sure. So shout out to her. And I saw Kurt Franklin and I told him about it, and he was like, "Nah, man, that wasn't me." I was like, "Okay, okay, cool, cool." He was like, "No, I love the song." He was like, and I heard the song too, and I thought it was
Yeah.
dope. He was like, "But that wasn't me." He said, "I would have let it slide." He was like, "But nah, man, let's definitely work in the future." And that actually helped start the relationship with Kirk and I, for sure.
Dope, man.
Yeah.
Are we ever gonna get that? Like,
Hey man, stay tuned, man. If
got you.
anything, we're the closest we've ever been. That's
Got